If you've ever thought about doing a yoga teacher training, you might have a few doubts or expectations about what it's like. Today I want to share 10 things I wish I knew before doing a yoga teacher training, and hopefully they help you and prepare you to make the most out of your journey. A lot of people think they need to be able to do handstands, deep back bends, or have years of experience before joining a yoga teacher training, but that's just not true. Yoga is about much more than just physical ability. What really matters is your commitment to learning and growing. You need some foundations, yes, but flexibility and strength comes with time. What's most important is having an open mind and curiosity about movement, breathing, and the deeper aspects of yoga. Going into a yoga teacher training, you might expect to just refine your asana practice, but you'll quickly realize that yoga is so much more than what happens on the mat. You will explore philosophy, anatomy, breathing techniques, meditation, and even learn how to teach. These elements interconnect to create a holistic practice that extends into almost everything we do in life. If you're just focused on the physical side, you might be surprised at how much depth there is to discover. A yoga teacher training doesn't just improve your physical skills. It shifts your entire approach to practice. Some postures might suddenly feel easier because you understand body mechanics better, while others might feel harder because you become more aware of alignment and engagement. Some people shift from an intense, strength-based practice to something more fluid and mindful, and others dive deeper into flexibility and inversions. There's no right or wrong here. Stay open to change and embrace how your practice evolves. At first, it might seem like teaching yoga is about knowing sequences and calling out postures, but great teachers do much more than guiding a flow. They observe their students, make adjustments, and create a safe space for growth. They use their voice, the body language, and presence to inspire confidence. Teaching is about connection, not just choreography. If you focus on truly seeing and supporting your students, you will naturally become a better teacher. You might start a yoga teacher training thinking you want to teach one specific style, like vinyasa, ashtanga, or hatha, but along the way, your interests might shift. Some people fall in love with mobility training, others breathing techniques, meditation, or even yoga therapy. A yoga teacher training opens doors you may not have considered before, so don't be afraid to explore and evolve as a teacher. The best path is the one that aligns with what truly excites and inspires you. Many people enter to a yoga teacher training for the physical benefits, but what surprises them is how much it changes them on a mental and emotional level. You might find yourself facing personal growth moments, breaking through limiting beliefs, or even transforming the way you see yourself and your practice. It's not just about teaching, it's about growing as a person. Definitely not all trainings are created equal. Some focus heavily on philosophy and self-exploration, while others just in the practice of yoga but don't provide much practical teaching experience. In the case of our training, we get you to learn to teach from day one, and this does not just apply to teaching others, but when you learn how to teach, you're also learning how to learn. If your goal is to eventually teach, make sure you choose a program that includes practice teaching, cueing, sequencing, and feedback. You want to feel confident leading a class when you're done, not just having some knowledge about yoga. A lot of people think anatomy is boring or unnecessary in yoga, but understanding how the body moves can completely transform your practice and your teachings. It's not about memorizing muscles, it's about knowing how to move efficiently, prevent injuries, and adapt postures for different bodies. When you start applying mobility principles, anatomy, and biomechanics, you'll see yoga through a whole new lens. This one is quite controversial, but you may have to unlearn some things. Many of us come into a yoga teacher training with preconceived ideas about alignment, flexibility, and what yoga should look like. But not everything you've learned in the past is necessarily correct. You might realize that some cues you've heard before don't actually make sense for all bodies, or that flexibility isn't just about stretching. Be open to questioning all beliefs and relearning ideas and movement patterns in a way that truly serves you, your body, and your students. And this one is one of the most asked questions. You might not teach right away, and that's okay. Let me explain. Some people graduate from a yoga teacher training ready to start teaching immediately. Others need time to build confidence or refine their skills before leading a class. And some people don't even want to teach yoga in the first place. And that's completely fine. Whether you start right away, take months or years to step into teaching, or want to do a yoga teacher training just to learn about yoga and understand how things work on a profound level, a yoga teacher training is a great place to start. The most important thing is that you keep learning, practicing, and growing at your own pace. If you're considering a yoga teacher training, I hope these insights help you feel more prepared and excited for what's ahead. It's an incredible journey, and if you choose the right training, it can set the foundation for not just a teaching career, but a lifelong practice. If you're interested in deepening your practice and learning how to teach with confidence, you can find more info about my 200 hours yoga teacher training below. If you're interested in deepening your practice and learning how to teach with confidence, you can find more info about my upcoming yoga teacher training below. It's Yoga Lion certified and designed to give you a strong foundation in yoga, mobility, and body intelligence. Click the link in the description for all the details, and I'd love to see you there.